Right here we have the KWA USP. Really like this gun. Very accurate. Very heavy. Feels realistic. And it has an enhanced recoil spring in the inside. And it has that blowback feature to it. Feels like a real gun. And the internals, they feel reliable. They're not going to fail on you. And it's just a really good gun for anybody. That's the USP. This is my KJW G23 gas blowback, which is powered by green gas or propane. Has a metal slide. Has nice crisp blowback whenever you shoot it. Feels really good. It feels good in your hand whenever you're holding it, like a real Glock. Pretty realistic to size and scale. One bad thing I don't like about this gun is the barrel. It protrudes out of the gun and painted on orange tips, so you cannot remove that. Other than that, it's pretty good. One thing that is different about this gun than a real Glock or any other airsoft Glock is the bottom receiver and the upper receiver, the slide. They're both very glossy. I don't like that. It's not very realistic, and it feels different than the real steel version. Other than that, pretty good gun. This gun has a safety down here on the serial number plate. Push it back towards the trigger, then it is on safety. You cannot pull the trigger no matter what you do unless you break it. Pull it back and you can now pull the trigger and shoot people. So that is the KJW G23. Right here we have the HK3 Glock 17, and I can say Glock 17 because it actually has the Glock trademarks all around the gun, just like the real steel version. This is a blowback gun, which means it takes propane or green gas in the bottom. You load the BBs in here and you're ready to go. Very nice in the hand, very smooth, crisp blowback on this, and it feels really nice in the hand, very realistic, very reliable. I love this gun. This here is my SEMA AKS-74U licensed by Kalashnikov. This gun is full metal, including the skeleton stock, the whole body, and the muzzle up here. The only thing that is plastic or polymer on this gun is the pistol grip here, and the magazine is plastic. Feels pretty cheap. It's a little bit wobbly in the magazine well. And you also have real wood handguards here, which feel really nice. Selector switch you got here. All the way up on the top you have safety. In the middle you have full auto, and down on the bottom is semi-automatic. Here's your charging handle. Pull that back. Mine doesn't go back as far as it does because I messed it up. Anyway, it reveals your hop up in there, and you can also see your battery up there. Here we have a cowbell. It's actually your sling mount. Whenever you're running on the field, you might want to tape this down because, as you can hear, it's very cowbelly. Here you have the sights. They're typical AKS-74U sights. You have the rear sight, which is adjustable. Flip it backwards for your elevation, or your distance actually. Here's your front sight post. There's a little tool that comes with. You can adjust it to make it higher or lower. Here's the battery compartment. It's stored right here in the back because you can't put it in the stock, obviously. You push this little button in. There's your battery. Here you have your trademarks, which are real steel trademarks. Says AKS-74U Kalashnikov, and a picture of Mr. Kalashnikov right there. Mag release here, which is metal. Trigger is metal as well. Trigger pull is very well for an AEG. Very responsive. So that is my SEMA AKS-74U. Alright, this is my Ignite Black Ops Tactical Wolverine pistol. Got this at Walmart for $45. Very good beginner gun. It's only accurate if you get really lucky. This gun is not very accurate. This one is. You just have to gamble with it. Magazine really heavy. Really adds the weight to the gun because you got a polymer lower receiver. Not that high quality. The grip feels really good in your hand. This rubber. The internals are very cheap. There's lots of plastic in there. But overall, good if you get lucky with it.
Right here we have a Tokyo Marui MP5. On this gun we have a silencer right here, mock suppressor right here, and the barrel comes all the way to the end of it. Give me that extra range. Right here we have the charging handle, which the hop up is right here. You don't need to pull it back for it. You can do the H&K slap for it. Right here is the metal front sling mount. Back here is the rear sling mount. Polymer parts on this gun are pistol grip, which is the whole entire lower receiver, stock, and the mock suppressor. Iron sights, we have the typical MP5 front post right here with the circle and then the little post on the inside. On the back here we have a interchangeable sliding circle majigger, which you can get a bigger field of view to a much smaller field of view. Mag release is right here. You just push this forward and you can pull the mag out. Fire selector is ambidextrous, so if you are a left-handed shooter or a right-handed shooter, this gun will suit you. On the bottom we have safe, then we have semi, then we have full auto. There's a battery in here right now, and I'm going to show you what the rate of fire is. That concludes the Tokyo Marui MP5.
This here is an Echo One M28 bolt action sniper rifle. The bottom receiver here is made out of polymer, which is a really nice texture to it. Lets you get your grip whenever you're shooting there. The internals, most of the internals, and of course the barrel is all metal. The barrel is very long. There's the whole gun. Here you have your adjustable butt plate here. You can adjust it up to 3 inches according to how big your arms are. This gun is a very heavy gun, weighs around 9 pounds with the scope on it. It shoots around 500 FPS, so it's great for long-range snipers in the woods or whatever else you're going to be playing, open fields. Down here you have your magazine, hold about 28 rounds in there. Just put it right in there. Here you have this little guy. It's just a little compartment fake magazine thing for realism. One thing I don't like about this gun is whenever you have your finger here in the trigger guard, there's this button here that pushes this and releases it. Very annoying whenever you're concentrating on shooting your target. So that is the Echo One M28 bolt action sniper rifle.
Right here we have a Mad Bull grenade launcher. You can mount this on any rail system under your gun. Some features of this grenade launcher is the locking mechanism for the sliding part of it. Down here we have the safety feature. Red is fire, of course. White is safe. This is the trigger. Unlike most of them, it actually has the trigger guard here. These are my grenade shells. I have 4 of them. These 2 are the same. This is a different one but in gold. This is a taller one that holds less than these ones. To load the BBs, you just use a speed loader and shoot them in all these little holes. And then to load the gas in, you put them in here. To put the grenade shell in the grenade launcher, all you have to do is push this forward, slide this up, load up your grenade with BBs and propane or green gas. Put it in here, slide it shut, lock it, and then over here you have your fire selector. This is safe, this is fire. So when you're ready to go, put it on fire and push this button and it'll shoot a bunch of BBs at your opponent. That wraps it up for the Mad Bull Airsoft Grenade Launcher.